You guys are coming in at a time, and for those of you who don't know, I'm going to get Troy set up here. Oh, yeah. I think we should just go ahead and start getting ready for our Padawannabe challenge.
Yeah.
So let me tease what that is for those of you at home that don't know. I don't know exactly what prompted the giveaway, but I gave away a pack of wax pack cards. I have a whole stack behind me. There's stacks of wax pack cards. I'm a connoisseur of finding them, especially if they're sealed. You find a sealed wax is hard to find these days. So usually I can find partial things and things like that. Well, I gave away this wax pack to Padawannabe. Headed out to California. There it is. And he says, hey, I got your stuff. I want to come on your channel and open it. And we're like, okay, cool. Listen, we're doing talk hard. We're going to talk on this. But if you want to come in after that, we'll do that. And let's just say we didn't know what to expect. We just did not know. So let me find that video real quick. Where's Padawannabe?
Oh, we're going to get to see that one too, huh?
Here we go. Okay.
So I stacked all the pieces here. We're going to...
Oh, he went for the... Oh, hardcore. I wish I could see Loki's face.
Wow.
Padawannabe is the boss.
You're the boss, brother.
You're the boss. We're clipping this. This will be a new clip.
It's like dusty pop rocks with no pop.
Pop rocks with no pop. Holy cow.
There's no way that's gum anymore.
It's just no taste at all.
There's no... It still tasted like chewing gum. But there's...
No. You're a soldier, brother.
Yeah, so 1983 chewing gum right there live on the air. And then it became a thing. And I was getting shamed, but Ironcaster, he did a pack of gum because he had gotten, I think, an Indiana Jones pack. He chased his with Taco Bell sauce, which to me sounded 10 times worse, but that's all you taste is Taco Bell sauce. Well, I did a pack. Anyway, so people have done packs, including this lady has done the Padawannabe challenge.
With my Santa
like
Monkey.
a boss, a boss, she did the Padawannabe challenge on air. So yes, so we have a track record of doing that. And I had a chance to send some stuff to Troy, which I'm very, very proud. We're kindred spirits. We do. Which, by the way, we need to coordinate a. Maybe I can find out when you're going to do your planes, trains, and automobiles for next year, so we can wear our shirts. The shirts are live. I have the shirts for sale. We have our shirts. So yes, the shirts are there. So, but you have your pack. I
have actually 2 packs. So you have to help me decide. Are we going with Gremlins 2, or are we going with Indiana Jones?
Ooh. So I didn't know if you want one for collectability or not.
Indiana Jones?
Because Gremlins 2 is like, you could get a Christopher Lee card and, I don't know.
Okay, I'll go for Gremlins.
Well,
I don't know. It's up to you. You decide.
When Netter's the boss, so we're going with...
And it's blue. It's my favorite color.
Okay. First, I'm going to open up the pack. I'll be very careful. Let's see if there's any of that bubblegum smell left. No.
Not after 20 years.
Not at all. Almost feel like there could be. Okay. So here, you'll see
30. So it's just over 30 years old. It's 1990 gum.
Oh my!
The piece of gum is actually stuck to the little like.
Oh yeah.
On the back of. So this is the card that it's on.
Oh, that's not a bad looking little card with all the gremlins.
There's the piece of gum. Let me see if I can peel this off. Oh, it just popped right off. Oh, but it has. Oh, I was going to say it's discolored, but it
residue.
It didn't. It's just I can brush that right off.
Yeah, folks, if you have that happen to any of your cards, if you're having problems with it not wiping off, or if you don't want to risk it if it's an expensive card, get some pantyhose. Just PSA by Pops.
To rub over it? Yeah. Okay.
All right,
so
here we go.
What's the best way? I just kind of pop it in? I'm not going to stack it. I want to see if I can get any flavor out of this. So I'm going to lay it right on my tongue.
After 20 years, not likely.
30, yeah. Okay, here we go.
That face. The face says it all.
Yeah, I didn't make any faces when I did mine.
Well, it's hard.
I see.
Wait,
Scientifically,
there is.
speaking, if you could taste it at this point, it means it's probably going to kill you.
No. It tastes to me. It tasted like a Tums, kind of like a bad gum flavored Tums or something. Like there is flavor,
The calcium.
but it's so
There
chalky.
is
Yeah.
the tiniest bit of that flavor, which is, I was hoping there'd be more because I loved this gum. Oh, and it's absolutely gone. It
It just dissolves instantly. Yep,
just
it's like
dissolves.
sand. Mhm.
There is no, no elasticity at all. It just, but it's not unpleasant, not at all.
Noted.
But it's not that satisfying. It doesn't have that flavor you really remember. And guys, if anyone can help find, some gum out there that is as close as you can
Chewable.
get to those old, that's new, that's got that flavor.
Now, see, you actually had a little bit of flavor. When I did it, mine tasted like chalky dust.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely was
Like
chalky. And,
dust.
and what you said, Pops, about it being like a Tums. If there's like a bubblegum flavored Tums, that I guess, there is a similarity to it. I was surprised how solid that piece of gum was. I thought it was literally going to just poof to powder. You had to chew it up to get there.
So I guess we should change from the Padawan challenge to calling it hard chalk.
Hard to chalk challenge. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
The
definitely a
Pop's
weird
hard chalk
experience.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Lady Miss said, "Ew, now it's inside you forever, Troy."
Well, I think it only lasts 7 years or something like that, right?
Yes. Yeah, they're
You
all
catch
like
it on
there's a
your
lot of.
tonsils and heave it left and right because your chewing gum loses its flavor on the bed.
Even Lady Mist is like, oh, it's inside of you forever. Yeah, well, we go there. Oh, look, he had a pack of gum right there. Look, it's from the 80s or the 90s right there. So, Matt, a common idiot. You've seen us do this now 2 or 3 times. What is your take on this? We haven't got you on camera doing this.
No, you don't have me, and I don't know if I would, to be honest. It's not the worst thing, but I don't know if I would want to do that or not. That's yeah. I mean,
Maybe the
it's funny to
Padawannabe
watch.
challenge needs to evolve, though. Maybe it needs, because my wife was like, so she took me down one of those clearance aisles and like a TJ Maxx or something, looking for syrups. She's looking for these syrups, right? And I'm looking at food that I can barely recognize. I'm just not. I'm a major simpleton when it comes to foods. But she was like, "You should do that on your channel. You should just make. They should just make you eat this." I'm like, "What do you mean make me eat this? I don't do like that's not how this works. It's an She's like, "Oh no, someone will pay for you to do it if you would do it." And she's like, "I would pay to do it. I would buy you." And I forget what it was, like some sort of like mustard something. And she's like, "I would buy that if you would do it on the air." And I'm like, maybe. So, put that all at the back of your guys' evil, malicious minds and see what happens. So,
Yeah, super chat for like a mustard packet or something.
Yeah, it's like
it's like a hate watch process. It's definitely a spite funding campaign, if you will. Because I definitely was. That actually happened on a radio show, which fortunately did not happen. They were offering up to. I told them it would be $200. I had to do a live on video reaction of me watching the live action Cats movie.
oh,
that
It was
new
only 200.
one?
Yeah, and it
Oh,
was $200. Unfortunately, they didn't raise the money, so I didn't have to do it. I've never seen it, but it
thank
was like,
God.
but it was like,
worth it.
yeah, that was spite funding because they were fascinated over the concept that that people would do these things. Because we found this guy who was a pretty big guy. He's like an actual author, and someone paid him like $1,000 to review Hillary Clinton's book, and he did, and it was like. This is like a thing, and it was like a fad. I don't know that that's a thing in post-pandemic world, but it was for a while. So
I have
It
an
is still a
idea.
thing. It's called monetizing your haters.
Well, yeah, there's that.
well, or entertaining your wife, depending on the bottle of mustard, evidently.
I
ahead,
have
Troy.
an idea. You can have a challenge that people have to pay to get you to. They got to send it into you. Send into you a hot sauce, and they have to pay $1 a Scoville for you to taste it on air. So think about that for one of those really high,
okay.
like, 1,000
I'm gonna throw
Scoville flavors.
I'm gonna throw some milk. I'm gonna throw some milk on the spice because I'm getting too old for the spice. So I'm just being honest. I love spicy food. I love spicy chicken wings. But we're a little older, and some of you men that are with me know there's a price to be paid. And as you get older,
and it's
that price
not during the
continues to get.
stream. It's the next day.
It is. It will be the day after the stream. So unless we need to pay for 2 streams, like me having this, and then you have to suffer with me as I'm suffering, which no one wants to see, we'll have to come up with some other equivalence of that. But I'm not opposed. AC, you're my you love to watch me go live out into the wild and shop at toys and things like that. What do you think, man? Should I go live and go in down the food aisle and just let people say, listen, you know what, Pops? I will pay $10 if you'll eat that. What do you think?
You know, I really want to see many more years of Pop's content, so I'd rather not have some food-related accident.
Clever.
That takes him out
I
of
love you.
Clever.
I love you.
need
See,
those Ollie's shorts. I need more of them.
Okay.
Yeah, my
AC's
friend,
vote is
this
noted.
This sounds like it could be a very bad take of Fear Factor versus Jackass, and I don't think you want to end up in that spot.
That's true. It could be. That's true. Very, very good point. Very good point. So, okay, listen. There's a warning sign at this local gaming store that retro rack pack stands say, "Please don't chew the gum." Laugh out loud. That is funny. Actually, I went to do research back when we were doing this to make sure that it wasn't like toxic. Like I didn't want to encourage anybody doing it. And it's the same thing with like old canned foods and things like that. It's not actually hard. They have to say that it's bad for you because it's out of packaging date. So again, working in the field, we manufacture and we have packaging that some of the things go in. The packaging is what is validated, not the material inside. The material inside will last significantly longer, but the packaging is only validated for as far as the company will pay. So for an example, the one I'm thinking of only goes 5 years because the company doesn't want to pay for validation for 10, 15, 20 years. We're not doing that. It's literally a daily process. It's like this massive, expensive thing to do. So that's why there's an expiration date. That's all they're going to pay for as far as liability goes. So
Yeah, there was a study by the U.S. military, I want to say in the 90s or 2000s, and they took like every product available in the U.S., right? Because and obviously the military has to stockpile stuff for a long time, just in case. And they were looking at the dates that the FDA said it's supposed to expire by, the dates of manufacture, and then compared to storing stuff like ibuprofen. They had a store of ibuprofen that was 40 years old and it was perfectly fine.
Yep.
Like Pops was saying, between what they'll pay for and what they'll prove and all that, like these things last a lot longer if preserved properly. You know, it just
yeah, if the cans are not punctured and exposed to the oxygen in the environment, the bacteria won't grow yet, and it pretty much. I mean, there'll be no flavor. So
Pops, this is our version of those McDonald's play places. I am not afraid of this, and therefore I live.
Wow.
I ate the gum. I am that much tougher for it. If it doesn't kill you, it just makes you stronger.
So I will also say what my son said. I wanted to see everybody's reaction. Matt, I wish everyone was on camera, but all right. Be honest with me about how you feel. Not Jake, the other son. Zach was on the other channel the other night, so I'll say his name. I'm pretty sure this came from him, and he said, "It's kind of like Boomer Tide Pods, Dad. It's kind of like Boomer Tide Pods." Like, you guys.
That's a good point.
And I'm like,
well,
wow.
I mean,
We're not
this
even
was
boomers,
actually
and
meant to be consumed, though. I mean,
I know. Good point. Very good point.
Can
Very
actually
good point.
kill you. That's the difference.
Yeah, no. He was trying to be facetious about the silliness of everything.
That
or
is
whatever,
that
so.
is clever, but
Yeah.
yeah.